We have less than 60 days before crypto just entirely just goes haywire. And why do I think it's going to go haywire? Well, it has everything to do with the spot exchange traded fund of Bitcoin. And for people that don't understand what the spot is and how it's different than derivatives, is it's not made up. It's not a futures contract. It's nothing that is made up like an option. You don't really have to own the asset. You just own a piece of paper. With a spot ETF, you actually have to own the asset. So then you're going to have big guys like Grayscale, BlackRock spending billions of dollars, potentially even trillions, to buy this stuff on Coinbase or Binance, some sort of an exchange, so that they can have bigger investors buy their asset class, which makes this freaking huge. It is just a matter of time before something like this gets approved. In the next 12 days or so, well, next, I believe, like 8 days, there's going to be like 12 more that are going to plead their case to the Fed to say, hey, and the SEC, can we get this going? And they're going to let them know. But they have till January 10th. So we'll probably get an answer before then. And that is just going to skyrocket to the freaking moon. There's going to be a giant pump. It's going to be the catalyst for the turnover from the bear market into a bull market. And it might not happen instantaneously because things don't go up in a straight line. If you've watched my channel, I've showed you stuff over the last 200 years of the stock market, well, last 150 at least since its inception, and it's a fairly stair-step deal. But in those ups and downs, you know, there's big 40% corrections, 50% corrections, and with crypto, we've had 80, 90% correction. So do I think we could potentially go down another 20, 30%? Yes, but do I think we're going to see another 20,000 Bitcoin? No, those days are long gone. If you've stuck with me, I told you what my plans were and how I was going to dollar cost average in, because right now I still believe is a great time to start loading your bags. However, my bags are already packed. Like, I don't have any excess money on the line besides just my trading account. All my positions are open for long term with crypto. So there's not much more I can do. But for somebody that's watching this video, yes, it's not sexy right now. Nobody's talking about it. But if you remember, just think back when your grandma and your next door neighbor that knows nothing about finance. Sorry if you're a neighbor that knows nothing about finance, but typically if you're watching this video, you know something about finance. My point is, when they start saying, hey, I'm getting into Bitcoin, I'm getting into Doge, I'm getting into SafeMoon, I'm getting into this meme coin, I'm getting into, that's when you're like, oh, sure, I need to maybe start selling some stuff because this is not looking good. But this is the time that you make millions. Like, you do not make money when you sell. You make all the money when you buy. What do I mean by that? When an asset is cheap and you buy it, you make all the difference right there. All the difference as it goes up. And the next big catalyst is when banks start using this as collateral. Like, I could go buy a house and get a loan by saying, hey, okay, look at the 35 Bitcoins that I have. Boom. All right, this guy's multimillionaire. Boom. You can have this loan because you have assets. Once banks start believing that this stuff is assets, that's going to be another gigantic thing. And truthfully, though, who holds the magic window? It's the Fed. Okay? The Fed, when they pull back on the economy and they stop printing money and they raise interest rates, the market tanks and it dumps. That's what just happened. What happens when the Fed decide to print more money and buy assets? The market goes boom. That's why when Donald Trump was in office and we were printing more money and we were cutting interest rates, everything went to the freaking moon. It's not just the halving. It's not just this spot ETF getting approved. It has a lot to do with the guys that hold all the freaking money, because my couple $1 million and somebody else's couple $1 million or less than that, a couple 100,000, whatever it is, your 1,000, it's not going to make a big difference. We need guys like BlackRock and Grayscale to put billions and trillions of dollars into this stuff. So just sit back and watch it happen and miss out if you are speculative. But if you're somebody that is wanting to get rich and wanting to change your lifestyle, where you have that giant want, well, now is the time to start turning it into action. You don't be stupid about it, but people don't make money by, I'm going to wait 60 years at 3%. Yes, that is a way you can absolutely do it, but there's a faster way to get there. And part of that faster way to get there is risking a little bit here and there. This is Johnny Crypto, here to help you guys make some money.